Imagine that now you have to speak publicly in front of the hall full of people. You were preparing for this for a long time thoroughly, and now you're coming out on the stage in front of many people. But suddenly, what's going on? Your hands start shaking, words don't come out of your throat, and your heartbeat has already skyrocketed. But why? Even yesterday, you felt completely confident about your speech. And now, what's going on? Let's be honest. Everyone experienced this kind of situation when it came to public speaking. And how can we handle it actually? So, first of all, I would like to highlight the problem. Why the fear of public speaking important? Well, because is the second biggest fear of all the humans. Just look, as some studies have shown, as much as 77% of the world population has some level of anxiety when it comes to public speaking. So it is remarkably common to this day in our world. And as with any other phobia, glossophobia has its own reasons and sources. For instance, it may arise because of a combination of genetic tendencies or psychological, biological, or environmental factors. And most common reason of this fear is fear of being embarrassed and rejected by the audience. And as Dr. Sean says, glossophobia may relate to one's prior experiences, which means that you might have experienced the same situation in the past, and now you are afraid to do to make this situation repeat again. And how can we overcome the fear of public speaking? Well, there are plenty ways out. For example, you can just record yourself as I'm doing now. But first of all, you need to know both your audience and your topic, because it will not only help you to get contact with your audience, but also you will sound more enthusiastically while speaking. Then you might use some gestures and movements to highlight some points of your speech. And it will also make you uh, seem more enthusiastic. And last but not least, you need to be prepared before your speech. So you need to think of each word in your speech. You have to memorize it, as I as I know, because some time ago I read this advice in the app of the for helping with public speaking, and there was this advice that you have to be prepared for your speech. But for me, you don't need to memorize everything, uh, because you can sometimes wander off the point and just improvise. The main thing you need to have is a plan of your speech. but some details in your speech you can change. And that's why you should have a plan, because you can change the details of your plan. You can change the order of your statements to be more logical, or just also highlight some uh, points. But you don't need to come with a completely ready speech. Mm, in some cases. And now to conclude, fear of public speaking is a common issue among people, hence, you don't have to press on yourself if you have one. And although this phobia cannot be overcome completely, with frequent practice and developing confidence, it's possible to become fearless, to be less scared of glossophobia and the fear of public speaking. So that's all for today. Thank you for attention and goodbye.